Arab Israel mendukung Israel melawan teror. Saudara, ini adalah Muhammad Kabia. Muhammad Kabia adalah seorang Muslim Arab Beduin yang bergabung dengan IDF. Kabia fasih berbahasa Arab dan Ibrani dan cinta Israel.
لما بسوريا والعراق نص مليون تقتلوا ب4 سنين، وينكم ليه بتحكوش عنهن؟ وينكم يا عرب ليه بتحكوش عنهن؟ 500 مليون تقتلوا ب4 سنين. half a million people killed in Syria in 4 years. In 4 years. Why you don't talk about it? Why you don't talk about it? Why you don't talk about it? هاي بروباغندا تعمين. انتوا كذابين، انتوا اكذب خلق الله توقفون.
Joined now by Mohammed Kabia. He's an Arab-Israeli Muslim who served in a special unit of the Israeli Air Force. Mohammed, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've seen some of these difficult images coming out of Gaza, like all of us, showing the suffering of the Palestinian people. We all saw the horrific attacks by Hamas terrorists on Israeli civilians back on October 7th. Is Israel doing enough, do you believe, to limit civilian casualties in Gaza?
Big problem is that Hamas using these people, the civilian people, for their agenda. The Hamas leadership hiding behind the hospitals and the mosques and the UNRWA. What's happened in the October 7th was a horrific crime and against the humanity. It's contrary of the Islamic Sharia. I, as a Muslim that grow up in the Islamic rules, I think that is the most horrible thing that I saw ever. What Hamas did to the Israeli people, to the Israeli innocent people, is like what ISIS did for the Yazidis women in Iraq, and what ISIS murdered children in Syria. This is what's happening in Israel.
As you know, Mohammed, there are about 2 million Israeli Arab citizens of Israel right now. They're living in Israel, and they're reacting, obviously, to what's going on in this conflict between Israel and Hamas. Tell us what the reaction generally has been.
The Arab Israeli saw what Hamas did to the Israelis. I think that the most reactions of the Arab Israelis is to support Israel. The Arab Israeli, they understood that the Palestinians suffering because Hamas and because the terror organizations. And while Israel extend her hand to support and to help the Palestinian people, the leaders of Hamas, they're using the people of Gaza and the people of the West Bank as a human shield for a terror agenda. The leadership of Hamas, they living and staying in luxury hotels in the Arab capitals. This is the situation.
Has the current war between Israel and Hamas, Mohammed, complicated the relationship between Israeli Arabs and Israeli Jews right now? What's your analysis?
I think that who is live here in Israel, he see every day that the Arabs and the Jews here, they living together, study together, and also joining to the IDF together. They know that they should to live together. And they know that Hamas is the big danger to the Palestinian people. If we want to get peace with the Palestinian people, we have to eliminate the Hamas and the terror organizations, because Hamas is the big danger to the Palestinian and also to the Americans. When you hear in your campuses in the States, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, you should to remember the photos from Be'eri and Far Gaza, what Hamas did to the women and the children there, how they murdered them, how they raped the women, and how they killed the old men there.
Are you concerned, Mohammed, that we will see more division that will develop as a result of this cycle of violence that's going on right now?
I think that the solution to stop the violence is to stop the terror activity in Gaza and the West Bank that want to destroy everything. They want to destroy the bridge between the Israelis and the Palestinians.
Mohammed Kabia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Salam damai dari Fakta Israel.